everyone. This is Doug Davis, broker in charge at Karambie Realty, and here with another Ask Doug. And got an interesting question, and that was, what are some of the unique things about buying in Hawaii? And well, I thought about that, and there's actually quite a few things. So it used to be, one of the points would be, we used to have a lot of leasehold property, and that was such a puzzle to people that would come from the mainland, knowing only one thing, fee simple, never having heard of leasehold properties where you rent a property for 65 years or 70 years or 30 years left, or boy, we're even selling things now with 4 years left, things like that. And I looked at the last 6 months just now of sales, and about 5.5% of all sales on Oahu have been leasehold. So, and the rest is fee simple, where you own the title. The other ones are rental, so-called rental properties, but you own them for a term. And you may have to move out at the end of the leasehold term, or maybe it will be renegotiated and extended. So that's just the nature of leasehold. So that's one of the unique things that we have in Hawaii. Although it's not uncommon on the mainland, it really isn't, because there are so many Indian lands that are rented. A lot of it in California, Palm Desert, Indian land or around there have leasehold properties. So then another thing would be escrows. So buyer and sellers are separated. So a buyer will go in and sign the documents to close on the property, and sellers will go in separately and sign off on their property. They can even do it on different days. You don't sit around a table and everyone looks at each other. It's all separated here. And another thing is our contracts are done by the real estate agents, not attorneys. We don't have that step in it. We go right to a contract and write it up right on the hood of a car, or go back to the office or use our iPad and write it up right then and there, and that's it. Our contracts are great. It's fill in the blanks, hard to make mistakes because everything is spelled out now with our 14 to 20 pages of contracts. So hard to make mistakes now in real estate contracts. They can be, but it's a lot easier now than the one page that I started out with. Single family homes, very unusual for people on the mainland in that we have single wall construction mostly. Very unusual. We don't have most of our older homes are single wall construction, not double wall, and no insulation. We have so many homes you can't even lock them up. The lanais are open with screen doors, and people leave homes open like that. Might not even be able to close them. Some of them you can't close. And most homes don't have air conditioning, and we certainly don't have heating. If you want a heater, you go to the oven and turn on the broiler and stand in front of it. I used to do that as a kid. Homes are mostly not insulated. That's very different from mainland homes where you have such extremes of temperature. We get down to 70 and we're practically frozen. If you lived in Kailua, or if you bought in Kailua, you would need to have a shower outside. Everyone in Kailua has an outdoor shower. It's a beach community, so it's one of the symbols of Kailua now. If you buy in Hawaii, if you buy on the beach, or even if you're inland, all beaches are public. 100%. If you're on the sand, you're on public property. No one can claim a private beach in Hawaii. It's all public. So whether you can get there, we have public access. New developments are required by law to have public access, or even a parking lot for public access. So you'll find new resort properties or hotels, they all have that built in when they do a new development, so that you have access to the beach and you can come and go. Long distance drives, you won't think about this if you come from the mainland, but 20 minutes is long distance in Hawaii. If you have to drive 20 minutes or more, then you might think of not doing the drive. If you're a mainland person, you come here and then you get what's called rock fever. And the usual comment is, well, we just can't get in the car and drive. Well, yeah, 20 minutes is too far for a local resident here. So we don't get that. And what's really unique, it's our property, our island here. The water, the mountains, the cliffs, the greenery, the rainbows. It's one of the most beautiful places on earth. So that's unique about buying in Hawaii. So hope that was amusing. But those are some of the things that I've noted over the years that make us unique and different from mainland, and comments from mainland buyers. They say these things, and hope that was useful to you. Okay, keep the questions coming. And until next week, if you have any property needs, let me know. Buying, selling, or renting, property management, love to hear from you. All right, till next week. Thanks.